Welcome to the BullHorn. Media stocks, amazingly enough, are momentum stocks now. And I almost fell off my chair when I read this yesterday or a couple days ago. Sirius XM, a penny stock. You usually stay away from them. You actually have bought some. Explain why, Howard.
I have a little bit of excitement around Super Bowl, gambling, and the fact is Sirius could make money until 2090 and have operating loss tax benefits. So what I like about Sirius is a little bit of, we've tested some target marketing with StockTwit. Mm-hmm. You can focus in on your audience. Sirius is doing ads. They've got some pricing power. There's billions of new cars loaded with Sirius. And you know what? Even with the iPod, wasn't able to kill it. Stock's at like major highs here. And I figure if you're going to gamble in a stock that trades 10 to 15 million shares a day at least, so you don't get hosed if volume dries up.
So has Mel Karmazin offered you a show? I think, I'd love to see you go to him and say, hey, you want Howard, I've got the real Howard for you. Forget that other so-called king of all media.
He is. They've turned down my Stocks and Speedos episode. And I don't know why.
I think I do. But let's move on. Other media stocks, including, strangely enough, my parent company, Time Warner, had a really fantastic week for the most part. Earnings were pretty solid at Time Warner. At Viacom, they weren't as great, but that stock's still near a 52-week high. News Corp, obviously all the hype about the daily iPad publication. Their numbers were okay, but they're kind of throwing in the towel on MySpace and digital. What do you make of all the big media conglomerates?
We're in a bull market. It's not fancy. You guys aren't doing that great. Come on. I mean, we're still doing web video here in 2011.
Hey.
But what I see is you had this demand media IPO, which is basically let's slap a lot of together and put ads around it and throw it on the web. So I think with their valuation, people are looking at the New York Times, News Corp, and obviously Time Warner, my favorite of the three.
Thank you.
And saying, you know what? That really is crap. These companies are cutting back. They're figuring out digital themselves, and they have these global brands already. So I think on a relative basis, I think a lot of money flowing into media stocks saying, wait a minute, there's an opportunity here.
Who knows? Maybe the death of the newspaper stock has been, to quote Mark Twain, greatly exaggerated. To wrap up, though, wondering, you mentioned the Super Bowl. Before I ask you about who you like in the game, who do you like in terms of the ads? Can you believe Groupon actually shelled out some money for a Super Bowl spot?
I can. They have silly money. They're making Google-type margins with their customers on the gross margin side. But, they've never been a great sign, these ads, of market continuing.
Cheese.
But good luck to them. They probably bought it at half off from some retailer. And I like the Jets. I mean, I don't know if I've been away a little bit, but I like the Jets this week.
I think the Jets have a very good chance of not winning the Super Bowl. In all seriousness, what's your prediction? I'm going with Green Bay 27, Pittsburgh 21. How about you, Howard?
I think it's Green Bay. It's a lock. It's a lock.